Dude, look what you can live like. I'm earning money right now. This is nuts. I am in El Tunco. It is an incredible beach resort on the coast of El Salvador. The ocean is gorgeous, although it's hard to swim because you got all them rocks over there. But the sand is black in color. It is dark black. It is wild. I read about it before coming here that it has black sand, but until you see it with your own eyes, you don't realize how incredibly cool it is. Today we are going to discuss, since I'm in this paradise, in this incredible place where I'm doing what I want, as I want it, and I'm still able to keep a career while doing it. Today we are going to discuss living life on your own terms, which includes how do you make money doing something you like? Because if you make money doing something you like, you can live life as you like in incredible places like El Tunco, aquí in El Salvador. It's incredible aquí. It's absolutely amazing. You got to come out here and check this out. Before we discuss how you can live on your own terms, let's first discuss what it takes to live like this. What does it take to come on out here on a whim, on a work day to El Salvador and just start hanging out on the beach of El Tunco with black colored sand, although here it's a little more brown. Later down the beach it turns literally black like charcoal. All right, how do you do that? What is required? Let's analyze this. Number one, freedom of how you spend your time. You need to be able to do what you want when you want it and still make money doing that. That's number one. That's the biggest challenge for most people. I'll explain how to overcome that a little later in the video. Number two, dinero, papi. You need to have money. You need to have enough money to do this. However, it don't cost that much. If you are not a person who is needing to stay in five-star hotels and start blowing bills on living like a millionaire, like a baller, it doesn't cost that much. In fact, every day I spend here in El Salvador costs me a lot less than I pay in rent every day in my New York City apartment while I'm here. So it doesn't really cost that much. Now, obviously you need some disposable income, but it doesn't take much. In fact, if you could afford a vacation once a year at a hotel, you could probably come here for several times a year. It's not that expensive here. Let's go back to the most important part of the equation. Freedom of what you do all day. Number one, the biggest important part of the equation is to get a job that you can do remotely. You could do it from your phone, you could do it from your computer, wherever you are. If you can work that job, and that doesn't have to be a job, it could be a business. I'm using the word job, but technically most of the opportunities are entrepreneurial, but some are actually literally job roles. So people get hired and they can do it from a computer somewhere. Time zone is another factor. I'm from New York. It's 1 to 2 hours, depending on what part of the year you're in, away from El Salvador. It's nothing. Time zone means nothing to come here. But if you go to Asia or India or one of these places in that part of the world, that becomes a challenge as well, the time zone, if you have to do things during business hours. Not every business does. Now, how do you get that freedom besides changing roles? Because we're going to talk about that. Don't get freaked out and say you're married to your job. You might not really want to be married to your job. Hear me out and listen to this through, because I might have the solution to change your life if you want to accept it. First question is, what is holding you back? Okay, now everybody's got their own baggage on their back. I mean, I'm trying to find a nicer way to say it, but that's the truth. Okay, some people got a family with children. They don't want to pull them out of school. Well, there's lots of people who travel and world school their kids, so that's not much of an excuse unless you're looking for stability. Some people take care of other people. Okay, lots of people have elderly parents or grandparents or family members who are disabled or whatever. They have to take care of them. That is a challenge I can't help with. That is a very large challenge that is beyond the scope of what we're going to discuss. Okay, so just put that disclaimer right out there. But if you are not having to take care of someone else who can't be mobile, here's some of the black sand. This is what it looks like when you get farther down the beach. It's crazy. Literally like charcoal. If you're not taking care of someone else, you can pick up and go. There are ways to do it, and you still make money while you're here. Now, I'm going to give you an example that's very important. You have to change your mindset. Your mindset is a lot of what has to do with, can you just do this? Most people are just afraid. Not that they're not capable, they're afraid, and they also don't want to put in the effort. What you do today will get you what you want tomorrow. If you don't put in the effort today, you won't have tomorrow, and you'll be exactly where you are tomorrow, whether you like it or not. All right, I'm from New York City. When I sit on a subway train, everybody around me is sitting there with their phones, playing stupid video games, wasting their brain away, wasting their time away, doing nothing of importance. You got a subway ride. It's usually around half an hour to 45 minutes, most travel in the subway in New York City. Some more, some less, whatever. What are you playing the video games for? I sit there and I research stocks to invest in. I could actually, using like different apps, I don't want to plug any names here, but different stock apps, I could literally make money while sitting on a subway. Unfortunately, only between stops, because New York City never managed to wire the whole train system with cell phone connection. But whatever, I mean, you could literally make money while you're sitting there. You got to get in the mindset of trying to find ways to make money wherever you are. Because once you have those channels of income, dude, look what you can live like. I'm earning money right now. This is nuts. I mean, how the heck would you want to be in a 9-to-5 when you could do this? Literally, anybody can do this. Now let's discuss the anybody part, because probably there's a ton of people watching this who keep saying to themselves, anybody but me. Or I don't have the skills for that, I don't have, no! You gotta do what you're passionate about in life. That's the difference. Most people work a job they hate, they do as much work as they can to not get fired, they go home, rinse, repeat, wake up in the morning, do it again. Miserable existence, don't do that. If you're in that now, fix it now. You can fix it to literally within a matter of weeks sometimes. Depends what your passions are. Let's discuss the passion part now, so get to the punchline already. All right, I get impatient listening to myself waiting for the punchline sometimes. I know everyone's gonna put in the comments, get to the punchline. All right, here we go. Anything that you like in life, there's a way to make money with it. Seriously, some ways are more challenging to get started than others, but you can make money with virtually anything. There are people who design video games. They like to play games, okay? There are people who sell video games after paying someone else to do the dirty work of designing it, and they make money on the App Store, okay? This is the most simplest passion because lots of people like video games. Highly competitive, not necessarily a good niche. Whatever it is you do though, you can make money with it, and usually in a way that's remote. Okay, video game designer does not need to show up to an office. Selling video games doesn't need to show up to an office. Pick anything you want. You can find ways to monetize it. Are you a creative person? Do you like to draw? First, find out if you're actually good at it, because if you're not good at it, you're gonna struggle with this one. But you can sell your art in 1,000 different ways. You don't have to sell original pieces, which is extremely difficult market to get into. You can get creative, okay? And you could sell digital art, okay? And get it printed on mugs or something, or get a contract to create a graffiti mural somewhere with the city in a place that you want to be. I'm here in El Salvador. There's almost no graffiti here, at least not that I've seen, but there are places in the world that love those murals. Brazil in particular. Brazil's got murals everywhere. It's not considered illegal to do artistic graffiti, so I'm told. Don't get arrested on my account. So crazy thing, I reached the end of the beach in this direction, and if I shoot the camera in the opposite way where I'm walking, I'm in a big shadow from the sun. So I know I'm gonna look a little Hunchback of Notre Dame right now, but it's all right. It's all good, because here I am, El Tunco, El Salvador, living life to the fullest, and you can too. And here's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna pick whatever it is in your life that you're passionate about. And that's the first thing. Decide what it is you'd like to do for the rest of your life. You don't actually have to commit to doing it for the rest of your life, by the way. You just have to decide, what is it you like so much? I can't find a good way around the shadows. What is it you like so much that you'd be happy doing it for the foreseeable future? Pick that. Now, next question. Are you any good at it? Seriously, I'm not kidding. Be honest, be genuine. Okay, you got people who say I love to sing and then they sound horrible. Decide for yourself. Honestly, can you really do this? Are you actually any good at it? Because if it's a hobby, it's not gonna work. It's gotta be something you're passionate about. Everybody's got something they're passionate about. If you're trading baseball cards, comic books, lots of money in that. There's also virtual comic books. There's a million things. You can do arbitrage business. You buy big boxes of comic books, sort through them and go through them and sell out the prize winning ones in there. There's a million businesses for every passion, but you gotta really like it, or you're gonna burn out. If you're doing something you hate, you ain't gonna live like this, because you'll burn out. It's important. Gotta love what you do. Pick anything. You can make a business out of it, or you could get a job that's remote out of it, and then you could come out here on a weekday and make money while you're on the beach. It's really wild, okay? Literally any passion. If you like to read, there's a million jobs on Fiverr and on other outsourcing websites for people who need editing jobs. Excuse me, Fiverr is where you promote yourself. But there's places you can post up that you do text editing because you like to read. People send you their novels, their written work, whatever. You edit it, they pay you for it. You could be on the beach doing this. Seriously, the sun might be a little bothersome, but either way, no matter what you like, there's a way to do it remotely, unless it's a physical labor job. It's the one exception, but then you can go to where you want to be. If you really want to be here in El Salvador, yeah, and you like to do physical labor, you can get a construction job here, I suppose. I don't know what kind of visas you need for that, but that's not really the main incentive here. The incentive is to work remotely wherever you are, pick up and go, make money from your phone, sit on the bus. There's so many ways. You could put stuff on eBay. You could drop ship. Drop shipping is another one. It's a totally remote business. You don't even do anything after you set it up except for promote it. You promote it, you deal with customer service sometimes, and then you make money from wherever you are. And if you're a creative person, you want to draw and do these things, you make your own designs on the products you're drop shipping, custom designs, sell it, market it. If you're a linguist, you can do voiceovers. I don't know if that's linguist. I think that's a linguist. Okay, you can sell voiceover work online. Lots of people do that. Doesn't pay that well. But again, anywhere you go in the world, as long as you're in a quiet spot, you can do that job. Live life to the fullest. Figure out how you can work whatever it is on your own terms, and then live on your own terms. Truly, life will be better for you. You gotta live life on your own terms. I want to tell you a little story. When I was a young teenager, just starting out high school, okay, I was living by a family member, not with my parents, and I was really a lousy student. I was probably at the bottom of the class, and it wasn't because I wasn't smart enough, but rather because I had no interest. I didn't like it. I didn't like school. I never did. All right, go figure, right? So now, one day it was time to wake up for school, and I was pretty miserable and didn't want to go. Didn't want to get out of bed, to be exact. And my family member basically said to me something like, "It's time to get up for school." And I'm like, yo, I don't need this. I don't want to do this. What's the point? You're just going to work another job that you hate. Just going to grow up and work a job I hate like every other working stiff. And he said to me something that stuck with me. He loves his job. He's doing what he loves. He has a profession, a career, lifelong. He's done it his whole life. And at this point, now that I'm way after high school, he's retired. He loves what he did. That was the way he wanted to spend his life. And he said to me, no, not every job is miserable. You don't have to do what you don't want. Especially if you start out when you're young, like I was at the time. You gotta start sometime though, even if you're not young. If you're watching this and you're not young, it's okay. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. You can start today. But you gotta do what you love. He said that. You do not have any motivation in life if you don't do what you love. So that's a key thing that stuck with me. It's so important to do what you like. So many people do what their people tell them they should do, or what's the responsible thing to do, blah blah blah. Just figure out a way to make money, ample money, doing something you love, and life is so much better. You gotta live life on your own terms. God bless you. Check it out from El Salvador. All right, like, share, subscribe. If you don't even agree with me, I don't care. I do care, I shouldn't say that. I hope you like it. I hope you agree with me. If you don't, please share this to your friends and see if they do. All right, see you all in the next video. Check it out from the gorgeous black sands of El Tunco in El Salvador. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.